Ag PhD full episodes and more are now available on Acres TV, the newest ag platform connecting you to fields of information. Look for us on watchacrestv.com.
During our Farm Basics time today, we're going to talk about our upcoming Ag PhD Soybean Agronomy Workshop. It's a free event we're hosting this year just to say thank you to you for watching us here on Ag PhD. It's Thursday, February 8th.
Soybeans are such a fun crop to grow. They are so responsive to different inputs, and we're going to talk about some of the inputs that gave the greatest return on investment this year and the past few years.
So at any agronomy workshop that we do, we give you a great big book because we're going to talk through a number of different things. We want to make sure you're going home with a lot of good information, and we also put in a lot of charts in there, things like our chemical component chart, because we find it very complicated anymore if you're going to use a herbicide or a fungicide, and people will say, oh, it's this new product, and come to find out, well, let's look at the components of it. It's actually just something we've had for a long time. It's just a mixture of 3 old products.
And there are a growing number of crop protection products and categories being used in soybeans. For example, fungicide use, but also insecticide use. And there are different classes of insecticides that are being used now for different insects out there. We talk about the gall midge larvae that we'll get to a little bit later in this particular show. It just never stops. There's always something new happening in soybeans.
So with these agronomy workshops that we do each winter, we host them for free at our farm, right at the Morton Center, so it's the site of the Ag PhD Field Day. We'd love to have you join us in person, but we do have live stream options as well. You can just go to agphd.com to learn more about that. But we spend the day talking about how can we raise a better crop. So in this particular case, it's the Soybean Agronomy Workshop, and we're going to talk through everything from fertility to weed control, insects, diseases, variety selection, traits, you name it. We want to get into how do you make that crop better, how do you make this year more profitable, and hopefully, by the time you leave that day, you'll have a few great ideas going home that you can try in your farm.
Well, we hope that soybeans might be maybe even your favorite crop, but at least pretty close to corn or cotton or whatever your favorite crop is, because soybeans are really fun to grow. We'll give you a lot of excitement going into this next year and some new ideas about things that could bring even more revenue out of your soybean acre.
Well, one of the ideas you have to have every year is how you're going to get our Weed of the Week under control. We'll tell you how to stop it on your farm coming up later in the show.